So we have a requirement here PVST plus actually. Already we discussed about CST and PVST. So PVST we are not using because it is not compatible with the CST. So we are using the PVST plus. PVST plus same as a PVST means it is also the Cisco proprietary. It's to operate as a separate instance for each VLAN also. It support the load balancing and CPU utilization is very high because it is going to create the single VLAN for each instance. Just vice versa. For each instance, it is going to create the per VLAN of each instance. Okay, it will comfortable with CST. How it is compatible with CST? Let's discuss about that. Suppose we have a two switches here, 1 and 2. This is the connected. This is also the connected. Okay. Switch 1, switch 2. Okay. 0/1, 0/2, 0/1, and 0/2. The default priority 32768 plus 0A, and this is having the 32768 plus 0B. This is the default priority. Just I'm taking the example, nothing else here. Okay. As per this, if we create VLAN from 1 to 10, from 1 to 10 VLAN in each system. Okay. So what will happen? Suppose this is the CST. From here we are running the CST. In something else. From here we are running the PVST plus. PVST plus. Running the PVST plus. So what will happen here? So this switch is going to generate the CST BPDU. CST BPDU. He's going to generate the CST BPDU from this side to this side. Okay. But what will happen? The switch 2 is going to generate the 2 BPDU. One is going to generate the CST plus one more is going to generate the PVST plus BPDU. PVST plus BPDU. He is going to generate. So what will happen? This switch is going to receive the CST BPDU and is going to accept that BPDU. But the CST BPDU is going to drop it here actually. He's going to drop it here there. See, the CST is going to generate CST BPDU and he's going to generate PVST BPDU as well as CST BPDU. So he will receive the CST BPDU from the switch 2. What will happen? He's going to get that BPDU, but the PVST it is going to drop. It not required at all for him is the PVST BPDU. It's requirement of the CST BPD, he will accept it. Because of that, it is compatible with the CST. Means we can use the PVST plus as an with someone else also, with some other device also, because this is the other device look like. Okay. So if we create here 10 BPDU, 10 VLAN 1 to 10, VLAN 1 to 1, sorry, it's 10. VLAN 1 to 10 means VLAN 1 to 10. If you create 1 to 10 VLAN here, and we can create here also 1 to 10 VLANs. We can create 1 to 10 VLAN, we can create 1 to 10 VLAN. So what will happen here? Okay, let me open the packet tracer. Connect two switches here. We can create a 1 to 10 VLAN from here to there. Let's see what will happen. See the simple things. Number of VLAN equals to number of instance. INST. Number of instance. Number of VLAN equals to number of instance. If you have a 10 VLANs, then it will create the 10 instances. We'll create here. This is your VLAN 10. From 1 to 10, we can create switch 1. 1 to 10, we can create switch 2. Let's see what will happen. Enable config terminal. I'm giving host name switch 1. Okay. And this we can give the host name as a switch 2. Switch 2, it is a root bridge as of now. Enable config terminal host name switch 2. As per the this scenario, this is the your root bridge. This is your root bridge because both the port are DP port because both are the green, and he is your RP and he is your alternate port. Okay, we'll see. We'll check here. Simply, if you do the here, if you do here, so spanning tree, simple. VLAN 1 instance is there. This is the instance of the VLAN 1. I'll let you know how it is. Okay. Config terminal, VLAN. From here, we cannot go for 1 to 10. We don't have option here. So we can, this is the packet tracer. We can go for VLAN 2. Again, we can go for the VLAN 3. Again, we can go for the VLAN 4, VLAN 5, VLAN 6, VLAN 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, just we created the VLAN 10. So VLAN brief. See, 10 VLAN is active. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go for the other switch also. Let's configure it actually. Config terminal. VLAN 2, VLAN 3, VLAN 4, VLAN 5, VLAN 6, VLAN 7, VLAN 8, sorry, space 8, 9, and 10. So VLAN brief. You can see here, so VLAN brief, 10 VLAN are there. But if you give the so spanning tree here, so spanning tree, just we have a single instance. Why? Because please understand, we are able to see the VLAN 1 instance here. VLAN 1 instances because we have not, because VLAN 1 by default it is allowed for all the ports, means VLAN 1 is up, means VLAN 1 is assigned to some switch system. Means suppose this is the port, right? We have not created anything, means that whatever default configuration is there, right? For in this VLAN by default all the switches in VLAN 1. So VLAN 1 is assigned somewhere, because of that VLAN 1 traffic is up. So that's what you are seeing, the VLAN 1 instance. Do one thing, just we can assign one VLAN to one of the PC here. That instance also will come up. This is the port number 03, right? I think it is 3. Okay, 03. Port number is 03. Go the switch 1. Config terminal. Interface fast Ethernet 0/3. Switch port mode. Switch port. Access VLAN 2. I assigned the VLAN 2. Then you can see so spanning tree. See, the VLAN 2 instance is there. It means what will happen, you know? It was VLAN 1 instance, right? But now we have a 2 instance. One is for VLAN 1 and one is for VLAN 2. This is for the VLAN 1 instance and this is for the VLAN 2 instance, because it will come up if you configure the trunk, means in trunk by default all the VLANs are allowed. Just I'm giving the example. If this is the default configuration, means this is also in VLAN 1 only. I assigned the VLAN 2 in this port. That's what VLAN 2 instances came up. So it means if you have assigned any of the VLAN to any of the ports, then it is the instance will come up. Otherwise, it will not come up. If you configure the trunk port in this, then what will happen? By default in trunk by default, they are allowed all the VLANs. Then all the instance will come up. Let's see. Simple, it is very simple. You can see here also the one single instance is there. So is spanning tree. See, only VLAN 1 instance is there because we have not configured the trunk. Let's configure the trunk here only. Interface range fast Ethernet 0/1-2. Switch port dynamic. Switch port mode dynamic desirable. Dynamic desirable, what will happen? It will do, no need to configure other side. Automatically it's become a trunk. It will go down and it will come up. It will go down and it will come up. Now you can see here. Now you can run the spanning tree. in switch 1, anywhere you can run. So spanning tree, see all the 10 instances will be there. See the VLAN 10 instance, VLAN 9 instance, every instance will come up because what will happen? Because by default in a trunk ports, all the VLAN are allowed. All the VLAN are allowed. Okay. Anyone has any question? So what happened? If you go the so spanning tree, we have a 10 instance. And before that, you can see here, for each instance, they have a different bridge ID. See, this is the switch 2 and this is the root bridge. He is the root bridge. What is the bridge ID? This is the root bridge ID actually. What is the bridge ID? Bridge ID is this 32769 means the priority is 32768 and the VLAN ID is 1. VLAN ID is 1. And you can see the next one for the VLAN 2. For the VLAN 2, you can see here priority is 32768. Priority is 32768 and VLAN ID is 2. Because of that, it's become a 32770. I will explain you what is the bridge ID actually. Means what is the calculation of bridge ID? I'll explain you. So what will happen? You can see the other also. For VLAN, any of the VLAN. This is the VLAN 7. They will add the system ID. Means it's a VLAN ID. Number of VLAN, they will add a VLAN 7. Okay. So they are going to add it in the VLAN ID. Okay. Okay. This is your root bridge. As per the scenario, this is your root bridge. This is your root bridge. I wanted to make this as a root bridge. So just simply we can change the priority of this root bridge. How do we change? Let's see. Come into the switch 1. Okay. Config terminal, spanning tree, VLAN. 1 to 10. Just we have a 10 VLAN. Priority. We cannot change the random priority. If you give the 1, it will not take. We cannot change the random priority. Why we cannot change the random priority? Let's discuss about this. The priorities. Suppose the VLAN 1 is there. VLAN 1 is there. VLAN 1. If I wanted to change the random priority of this, suppose this is the VLAN 2. So suppose we have a VLAN number 10, VLAN number 2. VLAN number 2, just we can add the priority 1. It's become a 3. Again, if we have a VLAN number 1 and we can add the priority, or just we have VLAN number 3, we can add the priority 1. What is that? It is something different, right? But it is not. We cannot add the random priority. This is some reason behind that. Because the default priority we use 3 to 768. 3 to 768. We use a default priority. And then they will add the VLAN number 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it is there. If we wanted to change the VLAN, what is the bridge ID here? If I will ask what is the bridge ID, it means 2 byte of priority and 6 byte of MAC address. 6 byte of MAC. Okay. In priority, actually priority is 2 priority. What it is, we'll discuss here. In priority, 2 bit. 2 bit means 2 की power 2. Sorry, 2 byte. 2 byte means 2 की power 16. If 2 की power 16 means we have like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Total we have a 16 here. Just 2 की power 16. I'm discussing about the priority. What is the priority actually? In priority, actually, it's divided into 2 parts. One is this, and other one is this. So actual priority is this. Whatever priority is this is their actual priority. This is our actual priority. This is our VLAN ID. VLAN ID is equal to 12 bit, right? 12 bit means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is your VLAN ID, this is your actual priority. This is your actual priority. How? Let's discuss about this also. In this, in the actual priority, they are going to change the number. They are going to change the number in actual priority. Actual priority, in this, how we can calculate the priority here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. If you convert into the decimal, then it will start from 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64,
Sir, you
128,
missed one number.
16, 32, 64, 128. Then we have a 256 here. 5, 1, 2, 1, 0, I think 24. Then 2048. Then 4096. Then we can go for 8192. Then we can go for 16384. Then we can go for 32768. This is our default priority. Though in this conditions, what will happen? I said 12 bit. So till here, 12 bit is, this is your 12 bit VLAN. So if you add any of the VLAN, then what will happen? It is going to show you the priority as well as VLAN. If this bit is on, if this bit is on, mean this is your bit 32768, means the default priority is on. Then 32768 and remaining bit is off. Mean this is your on bit, this is your on bit, and this is your off bit. Is also off, this is also off. Then whatever VLAN number is there, suppose the VLAN ID is there, right? They will add the VLAN ID here. Okay. If the VLAN is 1, then this bit is going to on. Remaining it should be a 0. It's going to off. Obviously in VLAN 1, we can configure only VLAN ID 1. If you want to configure VLAN 2, then VLAN ID it will be a 2. Like that only, right? If you change the priority, you can change the priority because of adding of this number. You cannot, either it is 0, either it is 0 means every bit is off. If you give the priority of 0, then this bit also is off. If you give the priority of 0, then this bit also is off. This is also off. This is also off. This is also off. Then priority is 0. Then we can add simple VLAN ID is 1. The system ID is, then total bridge ID is become a 1. And then you cannot give the 2 and 3 priority because we don't have option. At least you should on this bit. Means if you give the priority 096, then this bit is going to on. Then this bit is going to on means they will add VLAN plus VLAN ID. They will add VLAN ID here. Remaining, if you configure the VLAN 2, then remaining is going to off, this off, and remaining is going to off, then it will add here only. Because of that, we cannot give the random number here. Okay. Anyone has any question here? So if you add this, the remaining bit is going to off. This is going to off, this is going to off, this is going to off with the priority of this. And if they will add any of the VLAN, if you add here, VLAN number 2 is going to add 2, right? If you give this priority, others is going to off. This is going to on only. In this, if you give this priority, this is going to on, remaining is going to off. That is how they are calculating the priority. Okay. Like this only, if you have this number, means if you have a 0, 0, 0, then it's become a 0. Okay. If you have 0, 0, 0, 1, it's become 4096. If you have 0, 0, 1, 0, then it's become 8192. Like that, the number is become like that. This the incremental form is become. If you add 0, 0, 1, 1, then what will happen? It is become a next number. If you add 0, 1, 0, 1, it's become something else. Sorry, 1, 0, 0, it's become some other number. 0, 1, 0, it becomes some other number. It will increase like that. Simple, it is 12,000, it is 16,000. And if you add one more number, it will become some other numbers. For the incremental form, we can add like this.